trail is a little bit...
Wow, a rock.
This is the Wu Ling Pass. That's right there. Look how steep this trail is. That's the trail. We came from up there. So it took us like 10 minutes to get down this thing.
Turn off your video.
This place is unspeakably gorgeous. I'm so happy we could come back and take it slow. Isn't that road crazy? That's the final 100 meters of the KOM. Yes, it is. It is as steep as it looks. Many people walk that final 100 meters. Look at this girl hiding. Rental car right here. Parking is 25 per half hour. So I think we can do this in 90 minutes. We are going to hike from here up to the top of HeHuanShan. That's the name of the mountain. Shan is mountain. HeHuan is this whole park area. That is the Taiwan Gorge National Park that way. And then the road up from where we are staying in Runai Township is that way. There is a third ascent to this peak from the north side of the island. You can ride from Taipei, and that's what I'm going to do next week, actually. It's about 250 kilometers. Pretty big ride. Anyways, we got to drive up the shortest side. That's the steepest side. Man, the views are just stunning all the way up. Just steep cliffs. I love when the black rocks start poking out. They're pretty much like damp all the time because there's so much water running down from the top. Also though, on the day that I raced the Taiwan KOM, it was a race, so I wasn't so focused on the scenery, but it was up into the clouds. By this point, it was even raining, so I didn't get to see any of these views. So that's why I'm so excited today. We have great weather. Okay, great is still a bit of perspective because it is still like 4 degrees up here. So I have the underlayer on, 2 jackets, and Lee, what do you think about the weather? It's too cold and we haven't even started hiking yet. So the good news is though, the sun will come out again, I'm pretty sure. So let's get to the hike. It's going to be about 45 minutes each direction. It's about 2 kilometers each way, but a gain of another 300 meters from where we are. And we're already at 3,100 meters. So yeah, the oxygen is part of it. The low oxygen will get to you. You got to go slow and steady. There you go. See? Sun's coming out. It's another gorgeous day here in Taiwan. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and Lee. We are going to climb HeHuanShan right now. Let's go. There's another trail over there on that ridge. Oh, there's so many trails here. Just, you could really stay here many days hiking. Oh, the air is crisp. Thank you. 100 meters. Okay, we made it 100 meters. 2 kilometers to go each way. 2K each way. Literally 30 seconds since I turned on the camera. Now that is almost gone. 8 o'clock. That is the top right there. In a cloud. Wow. We're gonna walk down the other side. It's even more steep than what we came up. There's the Wu Ling Pass right there. That's where the race finishes. KOM challenge. From there, you can see the finish line. But what you can't see is behind the bend, there's a sharp descent, and then this last kilometer is just punishing. Look how steep the trail is. Well, we probably dropped 40 meters just in 40 meters. Yeah, it's really sharp. Some of those branches are really sharp.
It's so painful.
Lift them up with your hand and then slide your leg past, and then lift again and then slide past. They won't scratch you if it's from the side. Do you think I made the wrong decision?
It's okay, it's fun. It's so hard to cross.
Oh, wow. So that's as good of a sample as any of how steep this is. I'm actually sitting looking over the trail. I don't even know how actually the trail is going to go to get from here to what I can see right there. It's like a wall. It's nerve-wracking, but it's so beautiful at the same time. It's just like every turn, just like, what? Look at this, look at this. We've stopped for photos maybe like 100 times. So this 4-kilometer hike is taking us like 3 hours. It's so beautiful. Just gonna scoot down the trail on our butts. Oh, this is amazing. Even the road itself, look how it's like Alice in Wonderland. Like this thing we're on is so crazy, just the perspective. And then that road right there is super steep and like jaggedly swinging up the ridge line right there. It's like your eyes and your sense of balance are like not in line with each other.
Because I think continue.
It is incredible though. Look how well maintained. I mean, even though you can barely see, actually underneath, and yeah, we have to go down here somehow, but underneath, oh no, it's here. See? The trail, you can't say it's overgrown though, because actually down here, see, look down at foot level, it's so clean. See that? But, okay, now going back up to your eye level, you can almost not see the trail. It's so cool. Okay, be careful. There's a very steep drop. Okay. I passed it already. So if you use your hand to spread the high grass apart, actually your feet are totally comfortable. Whoa! This trail, it's so beautiful.
Can you see where we come from?
No,
Those bamboo is
that's,
higher than
yeah, that's the path right there. We're almost there.
Yeah, a lot of shrubs too.
Oh, that's so rewarding. It is worth it. I'm glad we took this really hard trail. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, if you have vertigo, I'm sorry. We're almost there. I keep saying that, but oh, wow. Now we're getting finally back down to the trees. So that was maybe not 1,000 feet, but it was just over tree line. So now we're back down to tree line and it's all the pine trees. I love this place. I'm so happy that we got to come here. And it is just how I imagined. Like when I did the race, I thought, before finishing the race, I thought, oh, I wish Lee was at the finish line so she could see what the environment
so
is like. Yeah, those are sharp. Be careful.
Wow.
But then when the race actually finished, it was raining and there was no view and it was freezing cold and I just wanted to go home. But so good. Now we can come back and have days to enjoy. Hey, cool. There's a little trail marker. See that?
I doubt you can see me.
I doubt you can see me. Okay. And there you go. Another example. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
This trail is just so cool. It's like you're going down into a animal burrow.
Hi.
Are you having fun?
Yeah. So many bamboo.
I love this. Oh man. Man, this is so the all the different types. Oh, there's a hole right here. All the different types of vegetation and then also geography, terrain. There's like 3 different types, like miniature bamboo forest, trail, path, like snaking through, and then it opens up, you get out of the trees, and then it's like a cliff, and then you get to the top, and then it's like wide open alpine, huge scenery. These are mountains in the middle of an island, but you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe Taiwan is tropical. When you're up here, it's cold. Oh, I love this trail. HeHuanShan. So worth it. I do not need my sunglasses. This is dark in here. Okay, let's keep going. On the way up, 2 other couples and 2 beautiful birds. And on the way back, just us.
And birds.
And a lot of birds. I think no one else was silly enough to take this, but for us, this was a reward.
Yeah.
So
hard.
So hard, but
And
so
go through so many different trees.
yeah, so unique.
Yes. We are coming down.
That's it. Wow. Snack time, halfway through the hike. But the second half of the hike, we can walk on the road back down. We're gonna have some coffee at 3,300 meters. We're gonna take a photo with the sign, and then we're gonna drive back down and have some food. Another beautiful day in Taiwan. Right now we are in the center of the HeHuanShan Range. This is one of 3 cross-island highways. But to say highway, I mean, it is a very nice paved surface. But to say highway, it's just 1 lane. Look at that. 1 lane for hours. Two wheels is the way to enjoy this highway.
Or 2 feet.
Or 2 feet. So we've reached the H2 cafe, and it's like 2 as in exponent, like hydrogen, like a pairing of hydrogen, 2. Whoa, those are big. That's great. 2, please.
一个。
然后
你要茶叶蛋吗？
latte，咖啡的 latte。
你忘茶叶蛋。OK， 好的。还要一杯拿铁。
Thankfully, there is coffee at the H2 cafe. Oh man, that's awesome. Unsweet. I heard you say this is one of the 3 most beautiful places that we've ever been.
It's truth.
What else have you ever done that compares with this kind of terrain? Because this is for sure unique. Thailand doesn't have anything like this.
Compare? There's no compare. Every place has its own unique part.
Cool.
This is just their unique part, so pretty. And for the whole year, the temperature is like this.
Yeah,
For the whole year.
or less.
Yeah.
It might even be less. What about the altitude? Could you feel it when we were climbing? Was it hard?
Every 100 meter.
Yeah.
I feel like I want an oxygen box.
Yes.
So cold.
Okay, you and I have been higher than this one other time.
Shangri-La, I think.
It wasn't much higher though. It was very similar, but a little bit higher.
But Shangri-La, because at the plateau, and on the plateau, the wind is so strong, and I feel like hand ache. I had to use the hat, something to cover my head. And also at nighttime, you put all your clothes on, you can still shake in Shangri-La. So that's That's different.
Overnight, it was 0 in Shangri-La. Remember this though. On that trip, we went to Kunming for a few days. Then we went to Lijiang for a few days.
Yeah.
Then we went to Shangri-La.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like this. Ding, ding, ding.
There.
But we got used to it.
Yes.
Here, yesterday we were at like 600 meters and now 3,400 meters.
That's
So,
very suddenly.
yeah, it's very
So,
hard to accept that.
I don't exercise that much, but I also don't think I'm not that weak. But on the height coming up, just like, oh, only 100 meter and continue. Oh, 200 meter. Why I'm so
Well-
tired? Had to very deep breathe.
You're awesome for doing that because I think I was struggling as much as you were. I was the same. And I would consider myself very good shape. So it's hard. That's just hard. The less oxygen is surprising.
Yeah, and cold.
Yeah.
When we left Thailand, Chiang Mai is 41. And here it's like 6, 7, 8, 9.
This morning it was 3 when I checked.
Yeah.
Right now it's like 10.
Yeah, that's a very big change.
Yeah, that's a pretty big change.
Yeah. I
Do you,
like
want,
it.
do you want any of the snacks?
I do. Thank
It
you.
is tasty. It's cold very fast. Last but not least, driving down, good rental car. There's the Wu Ling Pass, way up there in the clouds. Lunchtime, about an hour late. Definitely better late than never. We had that baozi for a snack up top, and here we're gonna try a few more local lunch items. So a place like this, you kind of have to get a sense of what to look for. The steaming cabinet is one way, also this glass case in front, maybe like many other countries in this wonderful area of the world. You can kind of get a sense of what the restaurant has to offer. Even if you can't read the local language, you can kind of see maybe half of what dishes they have. As far as knowing what to order, I have a huge benefit. Lee can help me because rare to ever see English on a menu like this. However, I will give it the thumbs up because this is what guarantees authentic flavor.
会，可是不热。你会说话吗？嗨，喂。会说话吗？
So the names of the 3 beautiful looking dishes we have for lunch. Zhou Gen Fan. It's like a soup, like a stew with rice in it. I don't think I've ever seen one like this. It has some meatballs, some mushrooms, a few vegetables garnishing on top, bits of egg, turnip, and then rice. But it's in like a really thick sauce, almost like a fried noodle type sauce. This one, Zhou Shao Fan. There's no soup. It's white rice. I'm very excited for this dish. Just the simplicity, the delightful smells coming off that are awesome. The pork smells really sweet. Then got some yun tuan. Yun tuan usually has something like this in it. Kelp, amidst all that deep fried garlic, those cute little delightful yun tuan. Lee and I are sharing 3 awesome dishes for lunch, and then I'm gonna ride back up to the Wu Ling Pass. It's lunchtime, finally here. Thank God for the safety on the road and the glorious day. God, praise you for creating just such an amazing earth.
我早上起床，我说你是怎样的？干嘛会受伤？你知道吗？
Garlicky, soupy broth, the porky broth, thin, delightful. Then my dish over here, you can see classic. We've had many dishes in Taiwan, the meat, different kinds of meat over rice. But what happens is When the meat is braised like that, it has so much fatty liquid and it like sinks down into the rice. So when you dig underneath, what once was simply white rice is now just wonderfully filled throughout with pork drippings, pork fat. It's a great combination. Hers is very different too. It's cleaner. It's more simple. But it's like, because it's so fresh, it tastes really good. The one we had yesterday was too sweet for me. It was at a nicer restaurant, so this is like completely local. Now, I love this. Like a little bit salty, just so meaty. Lee.
肉臊饭
Isn't that so good?
so tasty, not fat. Ooh.
没有啊，就算是兄弟姐妹也是买断啊。你要你就拿走，没关系，都是多少钱？
I'm so impressed. I want you to tell me what spice you taste in there, because that one is also unique, the yuantun. There might be some kind of local vegetable that they use up here. It's like a little bit peppery. It reminds me of the bai chaplu. What do you think?
I cannot taste
Or it's
that.
just fresh. It
I
might
cannot
just be.
taste that. What's that?
Oh, yeah. I think there's some kind of mountain herb that they put, because all three broths are so good. Hiking today, you just want to earn every bite of a dish like this. That is excellent. And then a very curious dish over here. You see how thick the soup is? Maybe it's like a rice thickener. If you remember last week in Taoyuan, we had a sweet and spicy, it was sour and spicy dumpling stew. It was a very unique dish, and I think that the broth, I'm going to call it a broth, was the same. Then there are some meatballs in here. There's some strips of pickled veg. There's also ginger. It is just a complete package. This is great, and I'm assuming this was the most pricey of the three, and it was still only 70. So really affordable too. Great ways to fill your stomach. This is a good reward for our hike.
So warm, so tasty, and our hike so cold.
But so worth it.
Yeah,
Very fun.
top 3.
我要下课喽，挂你喽。
他们没有空吗？他们就直接到晚上了。
他叫他们骑下来就好了。
不会待那么晚啊。
我就叫他们有空，你知道吗？肉跟面。
一个肉跟面，好，所以
他们
下午。
叫我有空自己骑下来，这样就是。
Boop. Back to the same spot. 1 hour, 20 minutes by bicycle. About 50 minutes by car. Oh. Remember, the race climbed from that side, so today I climbed from that side. Glorious. This is definitely my favorite climb in the whole world. Taiwan. Magic. Great to be back. Okay, I'm freezing. It's 9 degrees.